In the NFC, the Cowboys look to rebound from their Week 1 loss to Tom Brady and the Bucs. They visit Justin Herbert and Brandon Staley and the Chargers, which should be a showcase for both quarterbacks. Now, guys, I look at this situation, and people are looking at Dak Prescott, but I'm looking at the Cowboys' defense. You're going to stop Justin Herbert, Nick? You're going to stop Justin Herbert?
Well, listen, last year at this time, they had one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And that was their whole knock on the Dallas Cowboys last year. Defense couldn't stop anybody. They go out, they try to make some moves. They go and draft a first-round inside linebacker. And I said before the draft, they need to go get somebody that is the tone setter, that is a leader. And you can be a leader as a rookie. You can do it. And when I watched them play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I don't think anyone thought that the Cowboys were going to hang in there to a last possession close game like we saw in the week in this Week 1 matchup. So did the Cowboys defense improve? Yes, they did. Yes, they did improve. They went out, they got Parsons, they go and get a big-time inside linebacker that can lead and be that catalyst for following this guy. Let's follow him. So for me, I think that the Dallas Cowboys defensively, they have improved. And we saw that in that matchup against Tampa.
Just improved by chance. For the way
they improved, but they had to improve.
So here's what I find interesting. Against a Washington front seven that everybody is high on. Like that, when you think about Washington in potentially winning the NFC East, it's because of that defense. Justin Herbert was like 31 of 47, 337. Now he's going to play the Cowboys defense. That is what worries me because I saw him against a Washington defense that he was able to do exactly what he was doing last year.
But sometimes as a player, you can read the articles and you can get real high on what people are saying about you. But in football, you have to go out there and execute, and you have to play at a high level. So maybe this was a good wake-up call for Washington, and they weren't playing at the best of their ability.
But let's stay with the Chargers, because that's what Cowboys Chargers. When I brought this up yesterday, I'm going to bring it up again today and tomorrow, and it's a theme of mine.
Yep.
Coach, quarterback. That tells you if you're going to have a competitive team.
Yes.
I don't know about Mike McCarthy anymore. Once upon a time, maybe with the Packers, we don't know anymore. Dak, I like.
Yes.
I think they have half the equation. With the Chargers, I like what I'm seeing early on from Staley. I love Justin Herbert. As much as I like Dak, I think by the end of this year, I'd rather have Herbert. We'll see what happens. And they got Rashawn Slater at the left tackle. Like, if you want to build a team bottom up, you'd say coach, quarterback, left tackle. I don't think they could have done any better. And Kimberly, the defense looked pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Brandon Staley, everybody was high on him with the Rams organization when he was their DC. Justin Herbert was the offensive rookie of the year under Anthony Lynn. So he is just that good. I think it's really the QB that gives you the confidence. The QB is the guy that you could say, hey, I could do some things because I know his skill set.
I want to ask you another question here, guys. I'm taking anyone but the Cowboys in the NFC East. In other words, everyone's taking the Cowboys because you know about Dak Prescott, right? You don't know about the other guys, maybe Jalen Hurts. You know about Dak Prescott. I'm taking the field against the Cowboys every year. Because every year I hear about how great the Cowboys are because they're the most covered team, so we're most familiar with their roster and then overrate their talent. They were 8-8 with a healthy Prescott 2 years ago. They didn't win the division.
I think the most impressive thing that I saw against Tampa was they were able to go toe-to-toe in a shootout. And usually what we've seen in the past, they don't get to that point in the game where it's a shootout.
Could have gone either way.
And it could have gone either way. We don't see that. We didn't see that. So for me, that's encouraging that maybe they're going to be in a shootout against LA. Maybe they will. But they have the confidence because they just did it against Tampa. And if they have a shootout, it's only one play away from
We got like 20 seconds.
Yeah, well, Dak Prescott has thrown for 400 or more yards in 4 of the last 5 games that he's played. I mean, like, what more does the guy have to do for Max to feel
Well,
better?
I like that. He's a top 5 guy at the moment. All I know is if the Cowboys lose this weekend, there will be big trouble in Big D coming up. We don't know if Saquon Barkley is playing tomorrow night against Washington. Why I think that's okay, and why the Giants shouldn't feel pressured to play him. And after Ohio State got beat on their home field by Oregon, why David Pollack thinks there's no reason